Dr. Lister Cabanillas. The deans of all colleges, our dedicated faculty and staff of Negros Oriental State University Mabinay campus, distinguished guests, our dear parents, families, loved ones, my classmates, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Standing here today, looking at all of you, I find it difficult to put into words what I am feeling. There is happiness, there is pride, there is gratitude, and perhaps a little disbelief. Because after all the examinations, deadlines, reports, research papers, presentations, teaching demonstrations, sleepless nights, and countless moments of asking ourselves, kaya pa ba natin? We are finally here. We made it. Today, I have been given the privilege of standing before you and delivering this message on behalf of our graduating class. And I do not take that privilege slightly. Because this moment is not about one person. It is about all of us. It is about the journey we shared, the people who walked beside us, and the people who believed in us when we doubted ourselves. And it is about the lessons that brought us to this very moment. So today, I do not want to speak to you as someone standing above you. I want to speak as one of you, as a fellow student, a fellow dreamer, a fellow graduate, and someone just like all of you had moments of doubts, exhaustion, fear, and hope. When we first started our college journey, I am sure many of us imagined graduation differently. Maybe we imagine ourselves confidently walking across the stage. Maybe we imagine ourselves taking pictures. Maybe we imagined the applause. But what we probably did not imagine were all the moments that would happen between our first day and to this day. We did not imagine the nights when we had to choose between sleep and finishing an assignment. We did not imagine the pressure of examinations, the nervousness before a presentation. We did not imagine the disappointment of receiving a grade lower than what we expected. We did not imagine the misunderstandings, the failed plans, and the personal struggles and the moments when we quietly ask ourselves, can I really do this? And yet, here we are. We answered that question not with words but through actions. Every time we continued despite being tired, we answered it. Every time we tried again when we failed, we answered it. Every time we walked into the classroom, even when we were nervous, we answered it. Every time we chose not to give up, we answered it. And today, our answer is standing right here. Yes, we could. College taught us many things. Of course, we learned theories, concepts, skills, and knowledge. But perhaps some of the most important lessons were never written on an examination or textbook. We learned discipline when readiness or when deadlines were approaching. We learned responsibility when other people were depending on us. We learned patience when things didn't happen according to our plans. We learned resilience when we failed. We learned humility when we discovered that there was always something we did not know. And we learned courage when we had to stand in front of others and speak even when our voices were shaking. We also learned that asking for help does not make us weak. Sometimes it is one of the strongest things we can do. Our education, therefore, should not be measured only by the numbers written on our grades. It should also be measured by the people we became while earning those grades. Because what good knowledge if we do not use it to help others? What good is success if we lose humility along the way? What good is achievement if we forget the people who help us reach it? Today, our diploma may prove that we finished college, but our character will show what college taught us. To our parents, guardians, siblings, spouses, relatives, and loved ones, this celebration belongs to you too. Behind every graduate is a story that many people may never see. There were parents who woke up early to prepare meals, parents who worried about expenses, families who sacrificed their own wants so that we could continue studying. There were people who told us, "Kaya mo yan," when we ourselves were no longer sure. There were people who listened to our frustrations, people who waited for us to come home, people who prayed for us, people who celebrated our smallest victories. And perhaps there were moments when we were too busy, too tired, or too worried to say thank you. So today, in front of everyone, let us say it. Thank you. Thank you for believing in us before we learned how to believe in ourselves. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your supporting our dreams. And most importantly, thank you for reminding us that no matter how far we go, we will always have a place called home. To our families, this achievement is not ours alone. It belongs to all of you. To our professors, instructors, mentors, and the entire faculty and staff of Norsu Mabinay campus, thank you. Thank you, ma'am and sir. Thank you for teaching us more than what was written in our books and modules. You challenged us, you corrected us, you pushed us beyond what we thought we could do. There were times when we may not have understood why you were so particular with deadlines, presentation, a requirement, or a certain standard. But now, perhaps we understand. You were preparing us for a world that will not always be easy, a world that will demand competence, a world that will demand responsibility, a world that will require us to stand on our own feet. You did not simply teach us lessons. You helped us shape the people we are becoming. And for that, we will always be grateful. And now, to my fellow graduates, I want you to remember something. Do not be afraid of the future simply because you cannot see it clearly. We often think that successful people have different or have everything figured out. But the truth is, most people are simply brave enough to take the next step without knowing exactly where the road will lead. After today, our paths will begin to separate. Some of us will become teachers. Some will enter business. Some will pursue graduate studies. Some will work in government. Some will work in private companies. Some may leave our hometown or even leave the country. And some may take a completely different path from what they originally planned, and that is okay. Because success does not have only one definition. Your success may not look like mine, and mine may not look like yours. Do not measure your life using someone else's timeline. Some people will get their dream job immediately, others will have to wait, and some will succeed early, others will struggle first, and some will know exactly what they want. Others will discover their purpose along the way. Do not be discouraged by the difference in timing. A flower does not become less beautiful because it blooms later than the other. So if your journey takes longer, keep going. If you have to start again, start again. If you fail, learn. If you fall, rise. And if the path you choose no longer feels right, have the courage to choose another. Because changing direction is not always giving up. Sometimes it is simply choosing a better road. There will be days after graduation when we feel afraid. We may submit applications and rejection letters. We may enter workplace where we know no one. We make mistakes. We may fail. We may question whether we are good enough. And when those moments come, I hope we remember this day. Remember the people sitting beside you. Remember the nights you thought you could not finish. Remember the requirements you somehow completed. And remember the problems you solved. Remember the challenges you overcame. Because if we were able to survive those years, we can face what comes next. We have already proven something important. We are capable of doing difficult things. So when life asks us, are you ready? Maybe we will not always feel ready, but we can still say, I am willing to try. Because courage is not the absence of fear. Sometimes courage is simply moving forward despite the fear. As we leave this campus, I hope we do not ask only, what career will I have? Let us also ask, what kind of person will I become? Will we become professionals who are competent but arrogant, or competent and compassionate? Will we become successful because people who forget where they came from, or successful people who reach back and help others to climb? We will use our education only to improve our own lives, or we will use it to improve the lives of the people around us. Because education is not only a privilege, it is also a responsibility. Wherever we go, may we carry the values we learned here. May we remain respectful, remain honest, remain hardworking, remain humble. And may we never forget the community that helped us become who we are today. When we were younger, we probably thought the success meant having a good job, earning a lot of money, owning a beautiful house, or having an impressive title. Those things are not wrong. But as we grow older, we begin to understand that success is much bigger than achievements. Success is being able to look at your life and say, I became someone my younger self would be proud of. Because success is becoming someone who makes the world a little better because you were here. So today, let us make a promise. Let us promise that we will not allow our degrees to become the end of our learning. Let us continue to learn, grow, dream, be curious, and remain teachable. And let us remember that no matter how successful we become, there will always be something new to learn and someone from whom we can learn. And maybe, just maybe, we will be the person who tells them, keep going. I once there where you are too. Now, fellow graduates, today is both an ending and a beginning. We are closing one chapter, but we are opening another. And the next chapter will not be written by our professors. It will not be written by our parents or our classmates. We will write it. There may be unexpected plot twists, chapters with challenges, pages stained with tears, moments when we want to close the book altogether. But remember, a difficult chapter does not mean it is a bad story. Sometimes the most difficult chapters create the strongest characters. So keep writing, keep dreaming, and keep becoming. And when life gives you a blank page, do not be afraid. Pick up your pen, write boldly, write purposefully, and most importantly, write a life that is truly yours. Now, fellow graduates, years from now, when we return to this campus, perhaps we will walk through these halls again. Perhaps we will see younger students sitting where we once sat. Perhaps we will remember our classrooms, our teachers, our friends, our laughter, our struggles, and even those deadlines we desperately wanted to forget. And maybe we will smile because we will realize that we were once young people with dreams, dreams that seems impossible, dreams that sometimes frightened us, but we dared to pursue them. Today, we are no longer the same students who first entered this campus. We are stronger, we are wiser, and we are more prepared. And we are ready to face the world. So, as we leave this place, let us not say goodbye to our dreams. Let us say, see you at the finish line. To those who helped us get here, thank you. To those who believed in us, thank you. To those who challenged us, thank you. And to those who stood beside us when things became difficult, thank you. And to my fellow graduates, thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you. Today, none of us needs to stand above anyone else because every person sitting here has a story worth celebrating. Every graduate has fought a battle that others may have never seen. Every diploma represents sacrifices, sleepless nights, prayers, faithful perseverance, and hope. So today, let us celebrate not who is ahead, but how far we all have become. We came here as students, we leave as graduates. We came here carrying our dreams, we leave carrying responsibility. We came here asking what the future holds. Today we are walking forward, knowing that whatever the future holds, we will face it with courage, with purpose, and with hope. And wherever life takes us, may we never forget where we started. May we never forget the people who helped us. And may we never forget the dreams that brought us here. And may we always remember that the world does not simply need graduates with knowledge. The world needs graduates with characters, graduates with compassion, and graduates with courage. Graduates who are willing to serve. Graduates who are willing to lead, and graduates who are willing to make a difference. And I believe we are those graduates. So today, let us celebrate not only what we have achieved, but also what we are about to become. The future is waiting, the road is open. The next chapter is ours to write, and wherever that road leads us, may we walk it with our heads held high, our hearts full of gratitude, and our dreams still alive. Congratulations, fellow graduates. We dreamed, we struggled, we persevered, we arrived. And now it is our time to begin. Thank you, congratulations to us all, and mabuhay ang class of 2026. Mabuhay ang Norso Mabinay Campus. And most importantly, mabuhay ang bawat pangarap na hindi natin isinuko. Good morning, and may we all have the courage to become the best version of ourselves. That will be all. Thank you so much.